My gosh, my hotbar is a mess. Hello everybody, my name is Tag. Welcome to the Minecraft episode 43. That was basically all gibberish. Today in this episode, I have some pretty cash money things to do. But before I start talking about that, I did this thing right here. That used to be buildings. And then I got rid of it because I had an interesting idea and I forgot to record an intro, and all I have is the time lapse of me getting rid of that. But before I show that time lapse, I do want to give you some background on why I decided to get rid of all of this stuff. Basically, used to be a bunch of houses here that when somebody joined my world, they would be able to join in, build a house, and then live there, but people didn't join frequently enough. So instead of having a bunch of buildings here, I'm going to build myself a lovely looking hotel that is going to be 4 stories tall and made out of mostly oak wood, and I'm going to call it the Grand Orchid Suites and Dining. And it's going to be a lovely place where people can come on in on the monorail from Spawn, get off, and immediately have a lovely hotel to go and check out. But yeah, I think that's going to be an absolutely lovely idea, and I really hope you guys like it, because it's kind of too late for you to decide otherwise. Something that has changed is, in the last episode, I left off on me building a regular-looking grass field. I just cleared everything out. That was what we ended on, and in the time between now and then, I built 2 houses here, which I really like the style of. These lovely pink roofs. It's like a Swedish style, almost. That's what, my cousin called it. I'm not entirely sure why, but it's interesting style. Some wool for the second story. Overall, I really like it, and this is actually where my little cousins are living. So I have 2 cousins who join the world pretty freaking frequently. I'm not gonna give their names because that would be a bit over the top, but I will tell you that this is Carrillo Farms. It's a flower and bakery shop. So right here, I have one of my cousins living in here, which I have not furnished yet. I apologize by the time he comes over, though. And over here, I have my other cousin's house. I built in a lovely bakery side thing for her because she has a little bakery that was fairly profitable, actually. I paid her a fair amount of money for her to bring me cookies and pumpkin pie. And it was a very nice service, and I actually did end up inside of here furnishing this lovely area with a lovely loft, pink kind of style. I really love the view of this jungle from here. You really don't get very many of these views in my world, just a perfect, like, untouched jungle, and she has it. And that is pretty freaking neato. Where did the painting? I used to have a painting up here. Speaking of paintings, my paintings are back. There was a glitch in Xbox Minecraft that took away all of our paintings, so you just couldn't see them. They were there, but you couldn't see them. So now everything is looking much better. And I do believe that is everything that I've done in between the last episode and this one. And without further ado, I'm going to show you the time-lapse of me getting rid of this, just so you can see my process and how I ended up doing it. Because personally, I think it's a really good time-lapse. You may notice that there are no longer those stupid yellow bubbles in the way. Finally got that fixed, and I think it looks absolutely wonderful. So without further ado, let's start off this lovely episode with a great-looking destruction time-lapse. So yeah, I think that was a pretty darn good time-lapse, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Now that everyone is fully caught up with what has been going on in the wonderful world of New Dunce, we can actually get started with the part of the episode that I'm really excited about. Like I said, we're going to be building a hotel here, made out of oak wood, which is the Grand Orchid, Sweets and Dining, which is going to take me a while to memorize because I kind of came up with it on the spot, but I like it so much that I'm going to keep it. But to make this hotel, like I said, it's going to be made out of oak wood, so I have to go and probably spend a decent amount of my night tonight going and getting around 18 stacks of oak logs. So I'm going to go to a forest far away as to not pollute this area too much, and I'm going to get a 18 stacks of logs. But actually, before I do that, I do want to show you guys our lovely map here. This is the map room in our castle, and I absolutely love this humongous map, and I just want to say that, man, I really, really like how this world is turning out. Eventually, I want to build something over in this direction. My hint to you is a giant flower temple. That's all I'm going to say. But overall, I think this map is looking really good, and it looks surprisingly clean with just a perfect cutout rectangle. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to spend a few hours getting 18 stacks of oak logs. I got the wood. And also, I think I fixed every single color problem that I had with my new Elgato. You see, the problem with my old capture card that I used to have that I never actually used for video because I didn't like it was there were not any tutorials for how to fix it. And I really didn't have a lot of accessibility, but the cool thing about the Elgato is that I looked up some things about it, and now the color you are seeing on your screen should be identical to the color I'm seeing currently, which is absolutely gamer. You couldn't even really see the difference in the first few because I hadn't tinkered with it, but now it just really, really looks like the Minecraft classic colors. But yeah, like I said, I got this wood, approximately 18 not approximately, exactly 18 stacks. And in fact, I was just thinking that, yeah, look, there's probably some oak logs scattered about in this, these shulker boxes that are filled with all of the destroyed houses that I did in that other time lapse. So I'm gonna look through and see how much I can get. Already a pretty decent amount. All the wood that I can get helps. I probably won't have enough to fully finish it with this amount, but you know, I spent like 30 minutes getting wood, so I just don't really want to go and do any more of that. But yeah, look at that, dude. I forgot that my house was made out of oak, so I probably have quite a lot. But yeah, I am just going to start with the base of this fine building. I've decided that it is going to follow that wall and this monorail. So it'll be kind of an L shape with the bottom part of the L being a little shorter than the rest of it. And I think it'll be a really cool one. And then the very middle of that L, or not the middle, just like connected to it so it fits in the extra space, we're going to add a lovely pool and a little mini restaurant and that kind of thing, just so when you come on here to the Grand Orchid Sweets and Dining, you're going to get the best possible experience. So I am going to put down a lovely little base plan for this out of oak and cobblestone, and I might even tame this parrot and put him as the manager of the fine hotel. Alrighty, as the sun rises on this lovely console Minecraft day, I can show you the layout of this lovely looking hotel. In the middle, we're gonna have a pool. Right there, we're gonna have a restaurant on the very bottom floor. It's gonna go up maybe 3 or 4 stories. Basically, I'm just gonna plan it out on how it looks from this direction because I want it to look cool over the wall. So hopefully it'll go up to about there. But yeah, I am going to build the first floor in a lovely looking montage. Interior included, no furnishing, just the walls of the interior, so I can get a good idea for it. I have made this perfectly so that the rooms will be a certain size and I can have a hallway in the very middle. So it'll be a 2 by however long hallway, 2 wide, and then I think it's 6 by 6 rooms, which is a pretty decent size. So I am going to get a lovely montage, like I said, of me building the first floor. Alrighty, folks. The first floor is finished. No interior. Well, I guess, like, partial interior. There's no furniture, but there is, interior. And this is what it looks like. So, my plan for the first floor is, right here, we have approximately 14 rooms. This is the main, I guess it's like a it's a lounge area, where there's, like, a big old fireplace, similar to Disneyland, California. And then right here, we are going to have our lovely restaurant, which I haven't figured out the name of yet. But no doubt it will be quite epic. I'm actually really, really liking this project, but the problem is I already ran out of wood. Yep, 18 stacks of wood gone. And I've only 1 floor down, which means that we're going to need approximately, if we're doing 4 stories, I don't even want to do that math, but a lot. It's 9 times 6. So That's a big amount. 54 stacks of oak logs is what we'd need to finish this whole thing. And I really don't feel like getting that right now. So for now, we're going to stop working on the main part of the hotel building. And I think we're going to start on the pool, which is going to go right here inside of the little L. Pretty straightforward. I need to come up with a few designs for it, though. So let me go into my creative test world and figure out some palettes that we might want to use. Alright, so I was gonna work on a design for the pool, but then I got sidetracked, and now I'm over here at Kelp Corp. If you guys don't know what Kelp Corp is, this is my little dried kelp factory that I made. It's got a big old kelp farm in the middle, and then it's supposed to auto-smelt it, and it does auto-smelt it so that I can craft it into kelp blocks, which I can use for fuel, but my kelp farm is too good. Literally, it can't smelt them fast enough, so what I've been doing right now is getting all these hoppers set up so that I can have a much faster kelp smelting thing. So I don't actually know how many smokers in all it is. 1, 2, 3, and then 15, so that's 18, and so this is 22 individual smokers that will now be added. So I just added a bunch of them, and I ran out of hoppers halfway through, so I'm going to go and get some iron, and then hopefully we will be able to get this Kelp Corp finally completely efficient, because it wasted some, and that was a real bummer. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I've decided to get sidetracked with this, but it's just gonna happen, so you guys are gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, I AFK'd here for like a few minutes, and I got this much kelp, so it's pretty darn cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go find a cave. Hopefully we won't get too unlucky with it, and I'm going to get 9 stacks of iron. Maybe less, I don't know, maybe like 5. I really don't want to spend my entire day getting iron, so I'm going to go and get some iron, and then we will hopefully be able to finish off Kelp Corp once and for all. And I left my fireworks back at the base, and now I have to walk back. Alright, so the iron is acquired, and now it's just time for me to craft a few hoppers. We shouldn't need too many. I really hope that I have enough, because I don't want to go and get more iron. It didn't even take me that long, but sometimes I just find it really boring. In fact, I'm actually planning on making an iron farm in this world. Probably next episode. I'm kind of just, like, looking for stuff to make my world just kind of more cool, you know? Because, you know, just having, like, everything is kind of fun. But so now I have to do this. I need to have this wrap all the way around. I kind of messed that up. I need to have all of this wrap all the way around. And I could actually probably fix some of the bottom hoppers, but I don't know. I'm kind of bored of breaking stuff and rebuilding it. So I just need to make this go all the way around. This is where all of the kelp is going to go. So it's going to come into these. And this system makes it so that if one of these hoppers gets full, or sorry, one of the bottom ones gets full, it doesn't back up the entire system, so it will continue moving forward until it just runs out of space, which hopefully won't happen with this system, but then again, I really don't know. I don't actually know how many furnaces I'll need to make this farm zero waste, but I don't actually know if it's possible, to be completely honest with you, and also I was scared that I ran out of hoppers there, or iron, sorry, but I just ran out of chests, so that is not a problem at all, and boom. So now technically all of these hoppers should be working. Now all I have to do is put my fuel in the bottom of all these. I will have to come and check on the fuel pretty often, which, you know, it's not too big of a deal, because I don't actually know how long a stack of kelp blocks last, but it's a pretty good amount of time. So I'm going to get all of these kelp blocks fed in. If I don't have enough, I'm going to go steal some from my base. Hopefully I won't need to do that, though. But yeah, I'm going to get all this started, and I'm just going to AFK here. I'm actually probably going to automatically feed some in so that I can get going quicker, because I think it takes a few minutes for it to start actually, like, producing quickly, because it has to fill up the entire first smoker. So I'm probably just going to manually put everything in so that it works faster. You guys may not know anything that I'm talking about right now, but that's fine. You'll see how it works in a sec. I'm very happy to say that the kelp farm is working perfectly. Everything is working great. The smokers are being used the way they should be. There's no backup. Overall, I'm just very happy because it's finally all done. And unfortunately with this, I have to end the episode because I just hit 100 subscribers. Thank you all so much for that, by the way. And we really, really have to go and make the 100 subscribers special. So I will see you after I do that, I guess. I gotta go. I gotta go record that video, so I have to end it here early. We started on the hotel, which is a really fun little project that I'm really enjoying. We're unfortunately not gonna do the pool today, and we also fixed Kelp Corp. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Tag, and I will see you in the next episode in approximately a week. Thank you all for 100 subscribers, and I will see you later.